Squishies! Welcome back to another vlog. This is My Hero Academia Season 1, Episodes 5 and 6, commissioned vlog for Benny Blue. Thanks for backing, Benny. What is there to say about these episodes? First of all, the costumes they've established for the characters are all very anime. They're clearly drawing on a lot of different sources for them, but they're all very anime designs. Whereas All Might's is, as is pointed out in the class, much more Silver Age comic book, American comic book. Theirs are much more shonen anime. There's flashiness, a lot of elaboration on hair, tendency not to go for streamlined shapes. That's all very shonen anime. And so those costumes which do have more streamlining to them kind of stand out. Uraraka's being one, and Midoriya's being another. In particular, except for the headpiece, his is, well, it's a jumpsuit. Speaking of, I actually like the headpiece a lot more torn in half. I'm kind of hoping it stays that way. It just looks much cooler. For him to be half emerging from it. Of course, half emerging is kind of the theme of these two episodes, because the first one is all about Midoriya trying to figure out how to control his power when put into a situation where if he uses it, his only options at the moment are 0 or 100, as he puts it. He can be off or on. He can't be in between yet. So if he stays at 0, he's going to lose the competition and get expelled. If he goes 100%, as the teacher tells him, if he injures himself like that again, he'll be expelled anyway. And placed in that impossible situation, he finds a way out, which of course is a trait of the hero. It would happen every odd-numbered episode of the old Adam West Batman. They would end the episode in some kind of trap situation that there was no escape from, and then at the beginning of the next episode they'd make an escape anyway. And, tons of other places where heroes are placed in, situations with no apparent way to win, and they find a way out anyway. Because that's kind of the point of heroes, is that they are, not even just superheroes, but heroes in general, is that they are extraordinary individuals who do extraordinary things. And so situations in which it doesn't seem like there is anything that can be done, well, coming out of that is a great example of an extraordinary thing. And it is actually a pretty clever solution that he comes to, and that's something that's notable in both of these episodes, that right now, more than his quirk, his biggest asset is his mind and his knowledge and his analytical bent. He gets the idea of just using the tip of his finger to propel the ball, so that's the only part of him that gets broken by his power. He uses his knowledge of, he calls him Kachan, I can't remember what his actual name is, but he uses his knowledge of how Kachan fights from being beat up by him so many times to predict what his opening move is going to be and, throw him. That's kind of what I thought was the only, back in the first couple episodes before he got the quirk, I kind of thought that was going to be his thing. That he would be, in essence, the Batman of the hero school. And it kind of looks like he's still kind of going that way, because, at least for now, because his power is so rarely usable. Especially now that we're told that, like, the healing girl, I think her name is, that if she uses her power on someone who's not got the stamina to support it, they'll just die. Useful information that should probably have been given up front. Informed consent is an important principle of medicine that she is not comporting to. But then again, I kind of suspect most of these teachers aren't accredited, so I wouldn't be surprised if the nurse weren't either. Or rather, licensed to teach. The school, I rather suspect, well, it kind of has to be accredited, the way people talk about it and the way it's treated, but I suspect it gets away with a lot of shit that other schools wouldn't. Obviously. The, beginnings of friendships is always a great thing in shonen anime. Ever-widening circles of friends are kind of a thing. And so we have the guy with super speed and the engines in his cabs, apparently, whose name I'm blanking on, but he seems to be becoming more and more friendly with Midoriya. And of course, Uraraka is becoming friendly with Midoriya, so he's starting to develop that. And of course, All Might, but he's the mentor, more than he is a friend per se. So I expect the support of those friends is, as is typical for shonen anime, going to prove more important than the mentor sees it as being. Given that he kind of chides, I mean, not in person, but in his own head, he seems to kind of chide Midoriya for spending time on that. What else? I had one other thing I wanted to talk about, and now I'm completely blanking on what it is. So, yeah. I guess that's about it. This is kind of a short one, but there's not... Aha! I remembered what the other thing was I wanted to say. I knew that would work. I was warned going in by Benny, because I'd been fairly vocal about disliking the main character of Seven Deadly Sins. Benny warned me that there was a character who had that similar kind of pervy, horn dog attitude, that I would therefore dislike, but they were much less prominent in MHA. And I think we've now encountered that character, because he made that side comment about how great school was when Uraraka came out in the skin-tight suit, and then he seemed very pleased about being paired up with the girl whose costume had the plunging neckline. So I really don't like that kind of character. They're in a lot of stuff in Japanese media. I personally don't find harassment funny. I'm just weird that way. But, I mean, it was 2 very brief gags. Like, really brief, like quarter-second gags. So, if that's the level of stuff from that character we're talking about, I am 100% fine with that. I will accept that. Otherwise, I mean, I'm enjoying the show. It's fun. It's not doing anything particularly special so far. I don't entirely get why it's one of the biggest anime out there, but it's fun. So I'm gonna keep at it and see where it goes. Alright, now that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Patreon for early access to vlogs, let's plays, essays, and more. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!